Welcome back to Exciting Europe. Welcome to Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, a church whose quiet brick exterior belies a history filled with brilliant ambition, broken dreams, and an unprecedented clash of artistic genius. In this video, we'll explore how the brick-built nave of Guineforte Solari meets the luminous, geometrically perfect Tribune of Donato Bramante, decode its amazing Renaissance graffiti, and trace the journey of Titian's crowning with thorns, now resting in Paris's Louvre Museum.
We begin where every visitor does, at the front façade. This is the church's oldest face, designed by Guineforte Solari. It is a simple, unadorned wall of plain red brick and terracotta. 6 strong buttresses divide the surface, aligning perfectly with the aisles inside. The one great exception is the central doorway. It's a sudden insertion of the High Renaissance. Commissioned by Ludovico il Moro, this beautiful portal is crafted from luminous white marble, a bold contrast to the brick surrounding it. Note the column's central ring, a decorative touch said to recall technical drawings by Leonardo da Vinci. Sadly, the original lunette fresco by Leonardo was lost due to the same experimental technique he used for the Last Supper. Now look to the side. This is where the story shifts entirely, and the facade becomes an architectural symphony. The rhythmic brick buttresses along the aisle lead the eye in a growing crescendo toward the towering structure of the tribune and choir. This is Bramante's vision. The exterior is a riot of plastic decoration, using different materials like terracotta, granite, and white plaster to stunning effect. High up, medallions feature the coats of arms of the Dominican order and the powerful Sforza family. This facade, with its exuberant details and geometric patterns, is a textbook example of the Milanese Renaissance at its height.
As we enter the church, we first notice the beautifully decorated nave, but it is a decoration that speaks of tradition. This is the oldest part of the building, designed by Guineforte Solari in the mid-15th century. It is a classic example of a Lombard hall church, a plan that emphasizes width over vertical height. Look at the aisles. They are low and wide, separated by simple stone columns. The vaulted ceilings here are Gothic, but the capitals give a hint of the changing style, featuring classical motifs. A tiny early concession to the Renaissance creeping into Milan. Flanking both sides of the nave are rows of 7 square lateral chapels. These chapels are where some of the most fascinating art of the church resides.
Our first stop is the Della Torre Chapel. Displayed here is a precious 15th century fresco of the Virgin Mary, adoring the child Jesus. To the left stands the elegant funerary monument of Francesco della Torre from 1483, a fine example of early Renaissance sculpture in Lombardy, created by the workshop of the Casaniga brothers. The Holy Crown Chapel is a vibrant, powerful space. The beautiful and eclectic frescoes on the walls and vaults, painted by Gaudenzio Ferrari in 1542, depict scenes from the Passion of Christ, including the scourging and the dramatic crucifixion. The altarpiece displayed today is the Deposition from the Cross by Caravaggio from 1616. However, the original painting here was Titian's masterpiece, The Crowning with Thorns. It was renowned for its dramatic use of color and light, but was stolen in 1797 by Napoleon's troops and remains a highlight of the Italian collection at the Louvre Museum today. Crossing to the north aisle, the Bolla Chapel holds the altarpiece Virgin Mary with Child and Saints by Niccolò da Cremona from 1520, who brings the Venetian influence, the Colorido, to the Milanese school. Finally, the 6th Chapel of St. Joseph features a worthy altarpiece. The Holy Family with Saint Catherine of Alexandria by Paris Bourdon, a highly skilled disciple of Titian, whose work demonstrates the brilliant, sensuous use of color characteristic of the Venetian High Renaissance.
We now turn to the chapel of the Madonna delle Grazie, the emotional heart of the entire complex. This small structure was already here when the friars received the land in 1460, and it gave the church its name. Observe the large stucco relief in the central nave, dating to 1632, depicting the Incoronazione della Virgin. Just above the entrance, in the side aisle, is a much darker and more dramatic painting. The lunette of the Madonna delle Grazie delivers Milan from the plague. This powerful canvas, executed by Il Cerano, Giovanni Battista Crespi, around 1630 to 1632, serves as a thanksgiving offering for the end of the devastating plague. Serrano's work contains chilling realism. Stepping into the chapel, the focus is the altarpiece of the Madonna delle Grazie. This painting, which predates the church itself, depicts the Madonna with the infant Jesus, alongside the church's original patron, Gaspare Vimercati, and his wife, connecting this small, sacred space directly back to the complex's earliest moments.
Leaving the older nave, we step into the breathtaking space of the Tribune, the magnificent domed crossing and choir designed by Bramante. This is where he replaced the dark, enclosed Gothic structure with a perfect vision of Renaissance light and geometry. The most unique feature here is the striking internal decoration, sgraffito or graffiti decoration. The artist carefully etches away layers of colored plaster to reveal the shade beneath, creating sharp, graphic, two-tone patterns in white, pink, and dark gray. The result is dazzling, a unique system of geometric motifs that makes the architecture vibrant and alive, a true hallmark of the Lombard Renaissance. We stand in the most sacred space, the choir. This entire majestic space, designed by Bramante, was commissioned by Ludovico il Moro for one purpose: to serve as the final glorious resting place for the Sforza dynasty. The funerary monument for himself and his beloved wife, Beatrice d'Este, was initially installed right here in the center of the choir. However, the dream of a Sforza mausoleum in Milan died with Ludovico's power. Today, the beautiful effigies of Ludovico il Moro and Beatrice d'Este, sculpted by Cristoforo Solari, can be found nearly 100 miles away at the Certosa di Pavia. This highlights the broken ambitions that permeate the very architecture of Santa Maria delle Grazie. In place of the tomb, we now see the exquisite wooden choir stalls used by the Dominican friars. Built on 2 levels, they display 2 generations of craftsmanship. The lower tier, from around 1470, features geometric inlays, while the upper choir, from 1510, showcases fine Lombard-style inlays with beautiful floral decorations and figures of angels and saints.
We take a moment in the tranquil Chiostro delle Rane, or the Cloister of the Frogs. This small, serene space, also attributed to Bramante, offers a charming garden setting, complete with the fountain whose bronze frogs give the space its name. Adjacent to this cloister is the Old Sacristy, traditionally attributed to Bramante. The true treasures here are the wooden cabinets that run along the walls, used to store the sacred vestments. These cabinets are not just storage. Each door is adorned with a painted panel featuring detailed biblical scenes from the early 16th century, offering a final display of the masterful craftsmanship that flourished under Ludovico il Moro.
The most convenient way to reach the basilica is by using the Milan Metro's M1, Red Line, or M2, Green Line. Simply take the metro to the Cadorna FN station, from which the basilica is just an 8 to 10 minute walk. The Basilica of Santa Maria delle Grazie is open to visitors Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12:20 p.m. and again from 3 p.m. to 5:50 p.m. On Sundays and holidays, hours are limited to 3 p.m. to 5:50 p.m.
From the simple brick facade to the astonishing graffiti-etched dome, Santa Maria delle Grazie is far more than a backdrop for a single famous fresco. It is a complete masterwork, a unique fusion of Northern and High Renaissance styles, forever linking the fates of Solari, Bramante, Leonardo, and the ambitious Sforza dynasty. Thank you for exploring the Church of Santa Maria delle Grazie. If this journey into the art and history of Milan has inspired you, don't let the exploration stop here. We've got an entire series dedicated to maximizing your time in this incredible city. To help you plan your visit, check out our video on Milan public transport and our complete guide to suggested one-day trips from Milan. And if you're hungry for more art, be sure to watch our detailed analysis of Milan's other great monuments, like the fantastic Duomo and the beautiful basilicas and museums. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into art and travel history.